G'day there, Tom here from Different Drop and Sons. I'm here with Rob Lightfoot from Lightfoot and Sons in Gippsland, and we want to talk about the Gippsland wine region. So it's more of a, I guess, a zone than a region. It's a massive area for growing grapes. And Rob, with Gippsland, what are the kind of characteristics, I guess, generally speaking, and then where you are in East Gippsland, what can people expect to see?
Look, as you say, Tom, Gippsland is a very large area. It runs almost to the eastern side of Melbourne and extends all the way across to the New South Wales border. You can drive for 5 or 6 hours and still be in Gippsland, and you're heading in the one direction. So it's a large and quite diverse area. But across Gippsland, it's very much a cool climate.
Yep.
So Pinot Noir sort of reigns supreme in
Yep.
Gippsland. Most vineyards,
Which is what we have here, by the way, as well.
Indeed, we do.
Indeed.
So most vineyards have got a large portion planted to Pinot Noir. Chardonnay, Shiraz are also very popular. I guess you could divide it into South Gippsland, so around Leongatha. There's a lot of vineyards around there.
Yep.
It's a little bit cooler and a little bit wetter down there. Where we are in the easternmost corner of Gippsland, in a place called Gippsland Lakes District. Again, on the coast, it's very cool. It's very much a maritime climate as well. And then you've got some more in central Gippsland, more inland. Some of them are at higher elevations.
Yeah.
A little bit drier there, but also still very cool.
Yep.
And again, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay.
And you were talking earlier about the soil being pretty unique in, or where you are at least, but is that run through the whole sort of region, that Terra Rossa over limestone?
No, Terra Rossa over limestone, which is what we have in our vineyard, is actually highly unusual for Gippsland.
Yep.
There's a real diversity of soils, from quite sandy soils through to much heavier soils, particularly down in South Gippsland. It's real spud farming territory down there, and they have some really rich, highly fertile soils.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it is a diverse region. Ultimately, you could imagine Gippsland might one day be, the zone of Gippsland might be broken down further, but
Sure.
for the moment, where it's still a very young, upcoming region,
Yep.
I think it sort of makes sense for us all to sort of work together and try and just put Gippsland out there before we get into the nuances of the different regions.
And your Chardies and Pinots are, I guess, a great example of what the region can do. The Pinots are fantastic, very sort of Burgundian in style and really elegant. So, mate, thanks very much for that.
You're
See
welcome.
more exciting things from the region, hopefully.
I hope so too. Thanks, Tom.
No worries at all.
Cheers.
Cheers.